In the next few minutes, you'll learn one simple way to bring more of your real self into your classroom without feeling unprofessional or that it's too much. By the end of this episode, you'll have a small alignment experiment you can try this week that supports your nervous system and makes teaching feel a little more like you. Welcome to the Voice of the Student podcast, where real student stories meet the science of well-being, energy, and learning. I'm Dr. Kelley Spence, a well-being specialist, education advocate, and author of The Voice of the Student, here to help reimagine education so that teachers are better resourced, students are truly seen, and classrooms become places where both can thrive. This space is dedicated to you, the hardworking teacher and educator, offering grounded, science-backed, energetically aware strategies to support your well-being so your classroom can better meet the needs of today's students. Take a breath, settle in, and let's explore what happens when you teach in alignment with who you really are. Many teachers carry an internal picture of what a good teacher should look like. Always high energy, endlessly patient, never needing a break. When your natural way of being doesn't match that image, it's easy to feel like you're failing, even when you're doing deeply meaningful work. Teaching out of alignment with the persona that isn't truly yours is exhausting. Teaching in alignment with your real strengths, temperament, and values is regulating. Your nervous system can settle because you're not constantly performing someone else's version of you. Inside the Engage Classroom online course, I guide you through designing an environment and set of practices that fit your nervous system and strengths. So you're not squeezing yourself into someone else's teaching persona, but creating a classroom that actually works for who you are as an educator and as a human being. You may have colleagues who thrive on big, loud activities, constant movement, and rapid back and forth with their students and coworkers. That might energize them, but completely drain you. Your strength might be calm presence, gentle humor, deep listening, or storytelling that quietly draws students in. Instead of trying to become a copy of someone else, ask yourself this: when do I feel most like myself in the classroom? What kinds of activities or moments make me feel grounded and alive, not just on? And where am I pretending? And where am I truly present? Your answers are not flaws to fix. They're clues to how you're meant to teach. The more you notice and honor them, the more in alignment you become, and the more your nervous system can rest inside your important teaching role. This week, choose one way to bring your authentic self more fully into class. If you're a natural storyteller, begin a lesson with a brief story that connects the content to real life. If you are soothing and steady, lean into that by making your classroom a reliably calm space instead of forcing constant hype. And if you're playful, incorporate small moments of appropriate humor or lightness into routines or transitions. At the same time, notice one place you're overperforming. Maybe a teaching style that feels a bit forced, a loud and on routine that drains you, or a practice that doesn't quite fit your values. See if there's a small shift you can make to bring it closer to what feels natural and aligned for you. Your students don't need a generic perfect teacher. They need you, grounded, real, and as regulated as you can be in a very human, oftentimes overwhelming job. When you teach from who you are rather than who you think you're supposed to be, you free up energy for what matters most: connection, curiosity, and growth. You're allowed to build a classroom that fits your nervous system, your personality, and your gifts. Your well-being depends on it. So when do you feel most like yourself in the classroom? And where do you notice yourself performing a version of teaching that doesn't really fit you? Share your responses in the comments section below. And what's one small change you're willing to try this week to bring your teaching a little more into alignment with who you really are? I read every comment, and your experiences help shape future episodes. Thank you for spending this time with the Voice of the Student. Here, teacher well-being isn't an extra, it's the foundation. When your nervous system is grounded and you teach from who you really are, your classroom becomes a safer, more human space where the adolescent brain can truly engage. If this episode supported you, please like and subscribe for weekly tools on teacher well-being, adolescent brain science, and student voice. And share this with one teacher friend who might need permission to be more themselves in the classroom. If you're ready to go deeper, You'll find the Engage Classroom self-paced online course link below, along with more resources at thevoiceofthestudent.com. Until next time, remember, you don't have to become a different kind of person to be a powerful teacher. You get to build a classroom that works with your nervous system, your gifts, and your students. Thanks for being here on The Voice of the Student.